Are you a business owner who is trying to pivot your business so that you can turn crisis into opportunity? I'm going to share with you how you can pivot your team so that they are ready to fight together with you. My name is Janet Lee. I'm the CEO and culture consultant at 95%. We help companies build winning teams, teams that are aligned, activated, accountable, and achieving great results. So let's talk about pivoting your business. If you want to pivot your business to be successful, you need to pivot your team. I'm sure you would have experienced that every time you come back to your team with a new idea, a radical new idea, a brave new idea, you would want them to be like, oh yes, come on, let's work it out, let's do this. But more often than not, the kind of response we get is like, I'm not sure lah, boss, can lah. Ayo, no lah, I think we've never done that before, I better not lah. That's so frustrating. Or you come in with a great new idea and you share it with them and they're like, oh, how? And they can't see it, but you can. So the thing is, you need your team to pivot right along with you in order for your ideas to take flight. So the first thing to understand is that sometimes when people go into that state of confusion, it's because a pivot is going to take them out of their comfort zone. Inside their comfort zone, they are the king, they are the masters, they are the experts, because the comfort zone is everything that is familiar, everything that is known. That's why it's so safe. And they've been operating that way for so many years, which is why if you want them to step out, it's like, oh wow, there's so many scary new things outside there. It's familiar, it's unfamiliar. Instead of being a master, I'm a newbie all over again. I may fail. Can my ego take that? I'll have to work very hard to learn. I'll have to create. There's nothing to follow. I'll have to find my own path. I'll need ideas. Can I do that? It is a scary place. So as a leader, what you need to do is to first explain to your team what is actually a pivot. A business pivot, it's not entirely closing down your business and doing something different altogether. A pivot, the most effective pivot, is always anchored on what is your core expertise and what is your team's core expertise. What is it that they're really strong at? That's what you want to anchor your pivot on. So it's not changing everything, but it's looking at what is your core expertise and how do you then offer that core expertise to answer a new and current problem. Take a look at what's happening around. People's needs have changed. People's lifestyle has changed. So the expertise that you have may need to be repackaged so that it is relevant for your new customers today. It is not about doing something completely new. You are finding a footing, an anchor based on what you are already strong in. And if you were to assure your team that, yes, we will need to learn some new things, but our anchor is what is keeping us strong, and our anchor is what you already do so well. If you're able to do that, that goes a long way to assure them that they're not going to be as lost or confused or challenged as it could appear. So you need to let them know the why you need to pivot. What is the bigger purpose, the bigger cause? What would be a new vision that you want to create for your team? Why? Give them that compelling why. Next, spell it out clearly what you need them to do. Make it actionable. Don't throw them a broad strategy. Distill it down to action steps so that they know how to execute. And then finally, make sure that they know the how. There are some people, the ones who are more analytical, if they cannot see the how, they will not be able to embrace your why and your what. And I experienced that myself a lot. I'm a very visionary person. I'm an abstract thinker. So I can connect the dots immediately. But when I share it to my team, if I have analyzers, they'll be like, I can't follow you, Janet. How to do this? So I need to be able to build that staircase for them so that they can take it step by step. And if you're able to do this with your team, remember, just 3 things for you to do. Make sure that your team is aligned, get their commitment, get them to engage, constantly engage them. This is A.C.E, the ACE framework for you to pivot your business and start by pivoting your team. I'm going to talk more about each of the steps: align, commit, and engage in my next few videos. This is just an introduction that I would like to share with you today. I hope you find this useful. Until I see you again, this is Janet Lee signing out.